Okay, so since I'm really bored, I decided I'm actually doing these because I want to share what my opinions are for like around 2,000 hours in the game, and I'm really bored. Don't know what to do. This is the result of me being bored. So we're just gonna start from the top. Citron. I'm gonna rank him A, just cause like just he's an all-around tank. Insane mobility, stun, shield, for extra health. He just does everything really well. Everyone just plays him long range, which is dumb. He's just all arounder. Wins literally every 1-to-1 matchup he wants. Yeah, it's just I don't know why people think Citron's any lower than A. Frost Rose. I'm around putting or most of the roses around C or D. I think I'm gonna put her. Man, I'm gonna put her D. I'm actually gonna put like most of the roses D. To be honest, actually I'm gonna put Necros C. The reason why I think Necros is better than these two is because good support options. So you can actually play support besides just building teleporters and stuff like that. Uh, Good damage even on her own without playing support. Uh, I do want to rank. Yeah, no, I'm gonna rank Frost Rose next to her because I think Frost Rose is actually kind of underrated. Party Rose just sucks because no DPS. Any competent player will just push you and you're insta dead. Can't really do much about that. Corn. You know, I don't know if I want to put corn in A or S, but since I'm basically just like ranking this off on turf or just general gameplay. I'm gonna put him S. Just cause stupid high DPS, just lasers down everyone. Doesn't have mobility, but he's just good, all around good character. That's the issue. Ah, you know, I'm gonna yeah no I'll keep him S. Yeah yeah. He's close to A. Barbecue corn, bad. No DPS, fire damage, barely. He only has fire damage. This is what you have to rely on. He's, he has no DP. He has just like 3 damage. You just have to rely on your abilities and fire damage. That's all you have to do. And he's just a bad character. Mob Cobb. I'm gonna put C. I think he's not a good character, but he's decent. He's only good at like close ranges because his accuracy sucks. You just kind of barrel stuff him in the head, doing 10 damage. The gimmick sucks. Why would you even bother trying to hit people through people? The only thing that's good about his gimmick is you can shoot through your teammates, and I do like the way he shoots, like the sound. But he just isn't good. His accuracy sucks, but I think he's good at close range because he can kind of melt people. Hopscorn I'm gonna put B. Good at all ranges. People did say he sucks at close range, but I still shred close range. Only thing I don't like is the increased zoom in without the zoom upgrade. Kind of throws me off at far ranges, but good DPS, good character, underrated. Even though I swear to God, I hear like every single person say, "Oh, Popcorn is super underrated, super underrated." So I don't even think he's underrated anymore. But the amount of people I hear him say, yeah, easy S. It's kind of just something to put that there. Yeah. Also, I think I'm gonna try to rank these in order as best I can, but Commando Corn. I think I'm gonna rank him same tier. He's just good. He's good. He has decent splash. I don't play him enough to really know. I think he does like 17 damage direct, something headshot. Uh, I can't remember what else he does. I mean, the commando mode literally just gives him speed boost, armor, and stupidly amount of ammo where you don't have to reload. I don't really know what to say about him. I think people just know he's good. Pea shooter, I'm not gonna put S. I'm gonna put A. Uh, really good mobility, can just go across the map when he wants. Good DPS. If you know how to play him, you win like every matchup. Insanely stupid abilities. Splash damage for some reason. Frost Citron, I'm gonna put top of B. Uh, he just healing screws him over. Any sort of competent healer will just ruin him. He just does slightly less damage, but he's still stupid because he's a Citron. Fire P. I'm gonna put just fireworks outside my house, man. I'm gonna just put him C, high C to be honest. I don't know if I want to put him B or C. but I don't really think he's B worthy. I'm gonna put him C. It's just worse. I mean, you could just play him more as splash and just splash fire damage around the map. It'll get shared sometimes, but like he does like 12 less damage. That's just a lot less damage, and he has less splash. Ice P I'm gonna also put in decent. Actually, I'm gonna put above Fire P though. I think he's better. Does the same damage, but 3 shots is a freeze. 5 shots splash is a freeze, and they're pretty much dead once you freeze them. Toxic P I'm gonna put bad, high bad tier. Does the same damage, but he has no special thing about him except stupid splash. It does like 2 damage or 7 damage at most, something like that. His splash is basically just not worth it. You don't want it like he's not like he's the same damage as these two, but there's nothing special besides like these guys can spam out splash and do fire. This guy can freeze for directs. He's just not good. Like any good player will just counter him if they're like even though he's on top like some super high building. Commando P, I'm gonna put him B tier. I was thinking about putting him C, but he shreds at close range, even though he's accurate, and he does really bad at like medium range. He's kind of like Mob Cop to be honest, except I do think he's a little bit better. Where he just kind of has bad accuracy at long range, or not bad accuracy, but just doesn't have good DPS. Agent P, I think we know where this is. Arguably the best character in the game. He's 25 less health, but it doesn't really matter because you can just laser them for like 33. They're just insta dead. They don't have any reaction. Uh, People say he's skillful, but he's kind of brain dead because you just click on their head. Loppy, same thing. People say Agent is just a direct upgrade of Law, but like I think Law has way better DPS, like way better DPS. Uh, and basically infinite ammo kind of. He also has more health, but less range than Agent does. I think Agent might be better, but they're not really comparable. But even though they're bullet P's, they're really not comparable at all. Plasma P, S again. Just this is what just direct upgrade to these 3 P's. You don't even have to charge your shots. You can just spam 22s and you're good. You can also just charge your shots. He's broken. uh, Rock P, he's bad tier. He's just not good. I'm not ranking above these two because then again, you have to get good to weapon sway. I don't know why they gave weapon sway to Rock B. You just kind of have to hit close range damage. Splash is meh, and I don't really notice the speed or health at all. Lecture P, I'm gonna put him S, even though I would say he's a round A because any good player can take him out, but console people will get mad at me. Uh, he's good. He's really good. Don't get me wrong, but you can kind of melt him down. I don't think he's the best character in the game. He can only do so much DPS. 27 damage, 36 direct. He can only kill you so fast, and most people don't even go for 36 direct. They just go for splash. You kind of can out DPS him with a lot of characters. I don't know why he has a 15% speed boost. That's like another thing that is really good about him. But he's good, I guess. Yeah. Chomper. Chomper's bad. He's just not. I think that's self-explanatory. Oh, okay. Here we go with E-Citron. Yeah, E-Citron's an A tier, bro. He is not F. I don't care. I don't know why people think he's anywhere down here. E-Citron is literally just better Iron. If you think Iron is S tier, E-Citron's A tier. And Iron's not even S tier. I'll get to him later. Actually, I'll get to him right now. Iron is definitely A tier. I don't care what anyone says. He's rounded up here. He's around. E-Citron I think is way better than Iron. Not way better, but better than Iron. Just because you can get your first charge shots, do 54 damage, I'm pretty sure, or 55, and you can get them faster than what Iron's on reloads. So you're definitely just even if you don't do anything else, you can just get first charge shots, and you're just doing better DPS than Iron. And you can even full charge to 90, which insta kills imps. Good starter to fights and good finisher if you would want. You also have 10 damage up close with just spamming shots. You don't use the small shots at any far range because you'll do 3 or 4 damage. That's why everyone uses him, so they think he's bad and unplayable. But he wins literally every single 1v1 in the game. He does get overwhelmed sometimes though, but I don't know why people just don't know how to play him. Isatron is the most underrated character in the game. I don't know what people think. I don't understand. But he's stupidly good. Um, Fire Chomper. I think Fire Chomper is better than Reg because you can just spam shots. I'm gonna Hot Rod. I'm gonna put bottom of bad, just cause I don't know. I think all the chompers besides here, I'll just rank him now. I think he's better right there, there. I'm gonna do that. Toxic Chomper. Iron is the worst. He goes up there. Yeti down here. Disco. And I think right there. And I think Twilight is honestly the only C Chomper in my opinion. I'm gonna talk about him. I think all the Chompers besides these four are bad. Iron, no mobility. Disco is literally just worse stock Chomper because he does less DPS for some reason. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but he does slightly worse DPS. You won't get into party time, and even if you do, it's barely anything. You're killable. Uh, the health thing is decent. He's around the same as stock. You can rank him better or worse. I don't find him good because you can still kill him. He's just a regular chomper. I rank these three higher than these four just because you can just spam click and they do more DPS. I think Fire's the best out of the sprays besides obviously him. Yeti Chomper, he kind of can just do stuff at range and freeze people. And once they're frozen, they're kind of dead. Speed. Yeah, he's just good for speed. You can just get around really quickly. Yes, you can die fast, which is probably the only reason why he's not C tier, but I'll get to why Twilight is the only reason why I rank him C tier. Unicorn, he's got dashes, he's better DPS, everything. Chomp Thing, super underrated chomper. Literally, he might have bad DPS, like he's like worse. He would run like DPS down here, but his gimmicks is really helpful because you can play survivability and survive a lot better than any other chomper. And I think you just kind of spikeweed chomp instead of just spraying. Okay, that's been way too long. Oh yeah, Twilight. He's just better at LDs. Yes, he has 25 less HP than stock, but he still has 25 more than Hot Rod, and he moves like the same speed as Hot Rod, if not a little bit slower. I think he's the same speed as Hot Rod. I think with 2 damage upgrades, he does 39 damage bite, which is busted. He also has warp that crabs like half a way across the map. I think he's not like anywhere high in C, but he's bottom C, I think. Sunflower, A. Insta revive, you can hopple reviving, healing, stupidly good DPS. I think stock Sunflower is pretty underrated. Also, I'm gonna rank. I don't know. P sure is high. Fireflower. I'm gonna rank Fireflower good. Like, healing kind of screws her, but she can be good with fire damage. I think it's 8 damage. Same with Power Flower. I'm gonna rank her here. I feel like I'm gonna regret these ranks, but they're about the same. Slower rate of fire, but better damage. Also, she has like no bloom at all, or any accuracy debuff. Shadow, I'm gonna put A. I feel like I'm getting these wrong, but I'm gonna think I'm gonna put her A. Yeah. I think everyone knows she's good. She's kind of laser people down. She's kind of busted. Mystic, think she's best Sunflower. Spam 17 damage shots. Best DPS Sunflower, even if you're not even charging, just spam shots, you'll just kill them. The charge is decent, but you don't even need to bother charging. You kind of just spam shots and you'll get things done. Metal Petal, I'm gonna put her decent. Put her like here. Her survivability is the only reason why she's up here. With health upgrade, you get 170 HP, and you have healing, so you can heal yourself. Yes, she has bad mobility, but you can literally just walk up to someone and revive them, and no character will out DPS them before you revive. And the only problem is getting to them. But yeah, her DPS is meh. It's what Rig Sunflower's DPS should be. Her accuracy feels kind of weird. I don't know. Her accuracy just feels like Shadow. She's not bad though. Everyone says she's the worst Sunflower, but I don't think she's the worst. I'll get to that later. Actually, I can get to that right now. I think Sunpharaoh, right here. Sunpharaoh is slightly worse DPS than stock. so she's just kind of worse stock, but she's good. Her burst damage is good. I don't know how much burst she does, but she's just solid, honestly. Alien, I'm gonna put like C, bottom C. I think Alien is the worst Sunflower. I mean, you can get some things though, just spamming shots and getting Spore Miss everywhere, doing 4 damage. I think it's like 15, 17 direct, or 15, 19 direct, I don't know. It's just, bad DPS if anyone pushes you. You're kind of screwed in every single 1v1. And she's just kind of good for sitting there getting assists. Vampire, I'm gonna put her like right here. Uh, she just, has not that good. She can die really fast. Her gimmick is barely useful anymore because of all the nerfs she's gotten. I mean, she has more health, but that barely helps her out. Her DPS is fine. Just nothing special about her. She's just not the best at all. And just clunky. Feels like Party Citron. Uh, Amazing. I'm not going to put him in S just because he has party time. He's just better than stock. Selfie, S tier. Her gimmick is sometimes useful, but it's mostly just for the DPS at close range. Far range DPS, she has worse than stock. But I think she's better at close range because she'll shred. She's not the best Sunflower, it's Mystic, I don't care what anyone says. Stock Cacti. Easy S. 30, I think it's 33 direct, 30, or no, wait. Something like that, I don't know. Take 33 direct, set 27 body. You just kill everyone. Just hit their head, they're dead. Kind of brain dead, not skillful. You just kind of shoot. It's really fun to play though. Fire. I'm gonna rank him good. He's just good. Good character. Right here. You kind of you does for some reason he has damage drop off. Actually, I'm gonna rank all the rest of these. Actually, I'll talk about fire. You kind of just spam fire shots. You'll be fine. I think it's self-explanatory. You just do less damage, and for some reason, damage drop off. Same accuracy, I think, or maybe slightly worse. I don't know. Ice Cactus. I think he's decent. I think he's the worst cacti, but he's still a cactus. He still just obliterate people. He's worse DPS, damage drop off, freeze barely works. Like they're basically dead when you freeze them. You can only, it just, not good. I mean, it's decent. Still a cactus. Cactus is OP. It's just nothing special. Bad. The bad DPS makes him bad. But if you had higher DPS, then the freeze would be useless. So it just kind of works weird. Power, I think he's, man. I think power is like around here, I'd say. Power is A. I think power is top 3 most underrated plants. If you think stock is broken, actually I'm gonna rank him like here, dude. If you think stock is broken, the power is broken too, because power literally has better DPS than stock. He has faster rate of fire but less damage, and he has damage drop off. He also has two less shots, so he cannot shoot as much, and the damage drop off makes him bad. But he also has worse accuracy because you're shooting faster, so you kind of hit less of your shots. He's still busted though, so. Future Cactus, S tier. I think he's the best cactus. You don't even need to spam. You don't even need to charge your shots at all. He has best DPS even without it, and he just destroys close range. You kind of just, if you time your clicks instead of spamming it, you do more DPS than just spamming it. By the way, and the full charge is 100 plus damage, so I think that's like automatic S. To be honest, if you can hit your shots, he's the best. His aiming does feel a bit clunky, but the best. Camo, I think he's A tier. He just kind of kills everyone. If you have good aim, he's probably the best cactus to use. Or not the best, definitely future best. Super fun too. You just kind of aim for body shots. I'm not body headshots. I'm dumb. The ammo makes them not as good, but 5 shots is enough to kill people, and 2 body shots kills like soldiers, engineers, deadbeards, and NGs. And hit scan is not good. I don't know. He's good characters. I think people know he's good. Hopefully. Bandit. I'll put Bandit like right here. Shreds. He just shreds. I might put him right here actually. He will shred. His hit fire is good. His homies. You just don't just hold click with them. You just kind of do a little bit burst, but you'll kill someone in a matter of like split seconds. It feels like with him. Ammo isn't the best, but yeah, he's good. He's good. I mean, there's nothing really else to say. He's just good. Good character. Jade. Put him like high decent. The reason why I think he's not considered good is decent, even though I used to like this guy, and I still do love Jade, bro. Jade is when you're not scoping in, it's always his Jade shots always go in the center of your crosshair. That's the thing with Jade. If you have good accuracy, the best ones to play are Camo, Future, and Jade. Just because Jade accuracy is the best accuracy cacti. It goes directly in the middle of your shots. Even if you're not even zooming in, it can just be like walking and jumping and stuff like that. Doesn't matter. It'll go straight in the middle of your crosshair. Just 25 direct, even has splash. You have 25 extra health. The speed doesn't matter because you're a cacti. You're not going to be moving around everywhere. So I think she's decent, but I don't think she's good. I might put her bottom good, but like, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think she's decent. I do kind of want to move these down to decent, but I think it's fine. Zen. Zen is A. I think Zen's like right here. Right there, I think. Yeah, you just kind of, you don't have to wait for your shots to go down low. You just kind of do damage. Splash is pretty decent too. Super underrated. I think people know she's underrated. I don't know. Uh, 60 is the highest. You can get 50, 60, 40. I don't think you can hit 70s. She's really good cacti. Really fun too. Give her a try. Toxic. I think Toxic is like around here. Don't think he's leveled these chompers. To me, nah. Yeah, now that I think about it, he's kind of just like right here. He might even be F here. Just really bad DPS. The only thing is good in 1v1s. If you know how to use ball correctly, you can just get away, keep doing splash damage at 2. I'm not even kidding. He can win 1v1s. That's the only thing he's good at is winning 1v1s. Trust me, he can actually win 1v1s. Yes, he can win them. If you know how to use ball. But anything else, you kind of just splash, getting assists and turf. Close range, just kind of barrel stuff with them. He can also hit their walls, which is like the only thing he has going for him. I mean, he still has health and stuff. But like, he's just toxic Citron. Everyone knows he's bad. Petrified, I have to put him like here. I don't know. Petrified is broken. I think it's another detonation character. You'll know they're broken. Don't think he's S tier though. Doesn't have the right like abilities set up. Like you got like drone and potato mine instead of like hyper beam bomb gatling. Like the abilities just don't work with them. And he is slower and extra P is like 15%. I'm rating them together, but even as just a class, I don't think he's S tier. I think Torchwood is like around here. He's good. He's just, I don't really know how to explain why he's good. He has decent DPS, not really good DPS, I don't think. Really good health, which makes him really good. His abilities are good. You just kind of spam everything when you need to. He's only really good when you have a good Sunflower on your team. He gets screwed by bad regeneration. I don't really play him enough to know everything about him. Regular Rose. I think she's like right here. I'm gonna put her right there. It's decent. She's better than Frost. Worse than Necros. I think everyone just kind of knows that. Oh boy. Okay. Put him here. Ashy. Yeah, I think I'll put him right above, right there. Fire Rose right there. Fire Rose, you can just spam 50 splash plus fire, so it kills imps. Fire Rose is imp's biggest nightmare. You just spam fire from across the map. Yeah, this Rose is just, I think no Rose is above decent. She's just decent. She's not good. Okay, now we're going on to the zombies. I think Reg Imp is gonna be, yeah, I don't know if I'd put him A. Nah, I think he's A worthy. I think he's just bottom A. Good mech. Gravity grenade is like the best stun in the game besides the goop. Don't really use him kata. Just use it as a finisher or to deflect like fire or toxic damage. Excuse me. Mech is good. good DPS at close range. He just shreds close range, but getting to close range is a problem because he has 75 HP. Um, E-Brains. Oh man, I don't think he's bad. I think he's decent. He's bottom decent. He's oh excuse me, jeez. Okay, so the thing is, I think he's not good at all. DPS horrible. The only thing he has going from his beam. He is the best beam out of all the SPs, but even with beam, he's just bad. Still good abilities besides like I mean, Turbo Twister you just get away with. Ultra Ball you just finisher or starter. Kick from ability. I think he's just nothing good about him. He just doesn't his punch combo is cool, but it doesn't do enough DPS to make him good. I still think he's better than these characters. Also, Toxic Brains, I think he's nowhere above B. I think he's right here. Not even right there. He's actually bottom B. He's about these two. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I think he's around here and not up here. You at least on PC, you don't get overload often, or when you do, it's kind of rare and it doesn't last too long. His regular punch combo without overload doesn't do enough DPS to really kill people fast, and you have to just rely on getting overload, and that can be an issue against players who know what to do. Once you do get overload, you're kind of just free, but you still will die. You can die. Party Brains, I think only. I think he's. I don't think he's amazing. Think he's like around here. While we're at it, I'm gonna find Reg SB. Let's just whoops. I think Reg is slightly better than Party. He has more beam damage, and you don't have to rely on getting party time. You don't have to rely on getting party time with Party Brains. It's just the better beam damage makes him more consistent all around than making him better. And he does the same damage with punches and stuff, but party time makes him good. They're around equal. You can put him either way. It's just I think Reg SP is overall more consistent because of beam damage, and sometimes the beam damage can come in very helpful. Breakfast Brains. I think I'm gonna put him like right here. He's probably like one of the worst zombies. He just doesn't do much. You can do some stuff, to be honest. You can kind of punch. And that's about it, to be honest. Decent DPS. I like the speed boost you get with him and the regen. It's kind of nice. He's a funny character. He's very funny. That's why I like him. Deadbeard. Think we kind of know he's S tier. Shred with him. He's really brain dead. You just kind of snipe him a couple times in the head and they're dead. It's not hard to aim with him. You don't really use cannon ever, or I don't use drone ever. I just kind of use a barrel to get away. So you just kind of I don't use it to attack, to be honest. Cannon. Big cannon's like right here. Yeah, he's detonation. You can detonate people, so he's good. Or I'm put him right here. I think he's below. I'm petrified. I think he's the worst detonation. Not saying he's bad. You can still just kill people behind walls. It's really BS. I think it's like 40 direct, 39. I don't know, something like that. He's just a detonation. You'll know where detonations are busted. Flame Face. I'm gonna put him bottom B. I think he's better than. Actually, I think he's decent. I don't think he's B. He's funny. I like how he looks, but that's besides the point. He just doesn't have the best DPS. If there's a healer, he gets wrecked. Petrified. Jade is just better than him, to be honest. Fire kind of does a little bit of stuff. Yeah. He's okay. Sharkbite. I don't think he's good. Sharkbite's good. Sharkbite's good. I'll put him like bottom good tier, I guess. He's just worse stock Deadbeard. I mean, he does better. He does more damage, and he has 7 splash for some reason. But he doesn't rack up as much damage as what Reg Deadbeard can do. So that's the issue. I don't really get the gimmick with him anymore because he just kind of downgrade. He used to be better, but he's just not good anymore. Kind of sucks now, which sucks for him. Squawk. I'd say Squawk's like, not Squawk. I'm so dumb. Party Man. That's his name, right? Yes. Okay. Party Man. I put him right here. I think he's around this tier. You kind of just shred. You know, I don't know why I'm not putting him good. I think he's better. Yeah, I think he's up here. He's good. He's just good character. I think he's even better than Sharkbite, to be honest. Uh, there's nothing really else to say about him. He's just worse reg. If you go into barrel, you kind of lose it too. You lose party time. Party time isn't even that good, and it just makes him. It doesn't even make him as good. He just gives him armor, and the speed boost is useless, but the armor is kind of nice. Squawk. I don't think he's a bad tier. I think Squawk is like right here. I think he's better than these roses. He's kind of underrated, to be honest. He's not good, but you can do damage for. I think it's 48 with toxic is like 52 damage, and then he does like 43 body, 52 headshot. I think if I'm doing the math correctly. If that's including toxic damage. And the only thing bad about it is the time it takes to zoom in. His accuracy is just really bad. With the reload upgrades, he becomes much better. Don't even use flamethrower; it does no damage at all. Even with spam clicking, it's not even worth it. Just try to get user sniper at close range. You'll do better that way. He's just he'd be like B tier if the zoom in was better. But yeah, Drake. I played him so much back in the day, but I barely play him anymore. I don't think he's good. I think Drake is pretty bad. I'll put him like right here, to be honest. You can still just juke around, do fire damage, okay DPS. He has the worst mech out of all the imps. You just have to get really close and spray him to death. Uh, I don't know. I don't really know much about him. I feel like he's one of the only characters I don't know much about because I don't play him much anymore. Reg Soldier, S tier. Actually, I think he's better than Corns. I think also Deadbeard's better than Corns. Yeah, he's just all around good character. Melts people. Good at all ranges. You have good abilities. I think everyone knows he's good. Super Commando. I think Reg is better than Super Commando, but they're both good in their own ways. You can switch them around. Super Commando is definitely just as good as Reg. You kind of just know how these characters are good. To be honest, there's not really explaining it. Arctic Trooper. I'm gonna put him like right here. He can win. He can win like 1v1s quick. His DPS isn't the best, but he can freeze people at ranges. He wins a lot of 1v1s. He could even if he didn't have ice, he still has like okay DPS. Not really much to talk about with him. Tank Commander. I think he's better right here. Actually, I'm gonna put top of B. I don't feel right. It's right putting him next to Imp. He's still a good character. Don't get me wrong. Um, yeah, Tank Commander, fast reload, good DPS. Play him like a scientist kind of, but more at range at the same time. Good mobility, good DPS, basically infinite ammo if you think about it. I think it's 65, so you can two-shot like pea shooters, sunflowers, cacti, rose, stuff like that. Uh, General Supremo, I think he's decent. I'd say he's like right here. He kind of just shreds at close ranges. His accuracy is kind of annoying, and also the fact that he can't jump and move slower while shooting is kind of annoying. But I don't think he's the worst soldier. He kind of does a lot of stuff kind of decently. Uh, yeah, he's not bad. Camo Ranger, I think he's A tier. I'd say he's better than Imp, but not better than. Is he better than? No, he's not better than Tank. I don't think he's better than Tank. Yes, he's really good. He's really brain dead too. Just sit in the back, pick him off. You can even play him close range if you want. Sky Trooper, I think he's a good character. I'll rank him like right here. Best DPS soldier. The reload is pretty fast, but you do run out of ammo quickly, so you have to like not play him at far ranges. You just kind of spray into them at medium range. That's really about it, to be honest with him. I actually think he's better than Torchwood, to be honest. Centurion. I think Centurion. I'm gonna rank him better than Squawk. better than Ice Cactus, to be honest. Uh, I don't know if he's the worst or Park Ranger's the worst soldier. 10 damage. You kind of just play him as paleontologist, pick him in the back, spamming fire damage. Close range he doesn't do that much, but his damage is even that bad either way. He has good ammo. He's good accuracy and everything. He's just kind of solid. He kind of plays like paleontologist without the healing part and more health and more aggressive, to be honest. Park Ranger. I don't know where to put him. I don't think he's bad tier. I think he's like, oh, I don't know where to put him. Park Ranger's like the only character on this list. I really just don't know where. I'm gonna put him right here. Uh, no ammo, which makes him bad. DPS is bad. Does 2 damage for like those cloud stuff. The ammo just makes him really bad overall. I think he does like 6 direct, 8 direct, something like that, or 8 headshot. It's just not a good character. The ammo makes it so you can barely kill anyone in one clip. If you want to one dealing with them, you're gonna have to reload at least like 3 times. It feels like. Scuba. I think Scuba I'm gonna put an A. Stupid Splash. You can kill people around 2 hits. Do I put him A or B? I think I put him A. Yeah, he's a good character. You can just run around shooting people. You can't kill. Okay, I think yeah, tank is just a direct upgrade because 2 shots. I think Scuba does 55. That doesn't do 125. I think 2 shots with him does like 130, and he reloads faster too. And the sonar stuff barely does anything, but the splash is kind of useful. So yeah, Pylon. Don't think Pylon's bad. I'd say Pylon is better than Squawk, right here. His accuracy, Pylon's accuracy just throws him off a lot. His DPS he'd be way better if his accuracy was good. There's also his splash is bad. I do want to put him worse than Squawk, but he also has mech and grab grenade, and those kind of carry him. I'm gonna put him worse, to be honest. I feel like he is worse. Kind of gets shredded. Reg Engie, good character. Put him like right here. Yeah, he's just good, to be honest. You don't really mess up with him. Trying to think what to say. I He does good damage. 43 direct, good splash, super underrated, one of the best NGs. You could still do a lot of stuff with him. Good mobility, he's still got stun. I don't see why people think him's bad. He's kind of like, you can compare him to P-Shooter, except he just kind of does more direct. He's more skillful in the arc. You don't have like unlimited range with him, but he kind of has detonation in a way, because his bullets or projectile barely travels much. If you learn his projectile, you can win like every fight. You can hit people in midair if you learn how to aim his projectile. You can also know how long his projectile reaches. So you can hit people behind corners for some reason, 'cause that's a thing. He's basically like the 4th detonation character. He's kind of stupid like that. Wilder. Man. I think Wilder is like the 2nd worst NG. I think I'm gonna put him like right around here. You can compare him to Fire P. Same direct damage, except he doesn't have hyper, which means it's harder to really hit shots with him. Uh, yeah, you just compare to Fire P, except I think he's worse because of his abilities. Electrician. I'm gonna rank Electrician like right here. He's just about reg level, but I don't think he is reg level. Or, I don't think I don't. I think he's right here, to be honest. I'm gonna do that. He does 38 damage, so the 5 extra damage for reg barely makes a difference because you'll still kill people in the same amount of time. Well, about the same amount of time. The damage does add up more with 5 extra damage. But he has the biggest splash in the game, doing 10 damage. The damage for the splash isn't really the best part. It's just the radius of it. It's better than the radius for splash is bigger than mech explosion, so you can really abuse the mech explosion. Like, you can just abuse the splash like a mech explosion, and you'll get a bunch of kills or assists at least. So you can't really rank him bad because a gimmick like that just doesn't make him bad. Also, I think Jade. I really don't want to rank Jade here or these two here. Uh, Mechanic, easy S. Stupidly high DPS. I think it's higher DPS than Soldier. The accuracy isn't as good, but his accuracy still is amazing. You have to reload a lot, which is the issue because his ammo isn't the best. You know, run out of ammo pretty quickly. But his abilities are better than Soldier. Stun wins like every 1v1. He has good mobility and Sentry. I think that the Sentry is better than the old Soldier's abilities and stuff like that. I think I don't want to rank him better than Soldier, but he's around Soldier level. Still busted. I do think he's better than Party Corn, to be honest. Painter. I think Painter's good. Uh, I'll rank him like right here, or like yeah, honestly right there. Or like right here. I think he's better than honestly I do this too. You have to get used to the weapon sway. Once you get used to the weapon sway, it's pretty much game over. Doing 48 damage is pretty much a sniper. You can do any ranges. Basically hit scan, hit people at mid-air all the time. Decent splash. The weapon sway is the only thing that makes him thrown off. But once you get used to it, he's really busted, and you can do really well with him. Uh, Plumber. I think Plumber. I'm gonna put like right here, or I'm gonna put Sharkbite down here with these guys. Plumber. I'm gonna put Plumber right here. He does like 35 damage direct, so it's not the best damage, but you'll still do the same thing. Takes 3 shots to do like I think 110 or no 105. So you don't kill Sunflowers in four. You kill him in 4 shots, which is the only reason why he's not B. But you can kill like Agent P and stuff, which is very. You can get like he can't kill like anything. It takes like 4 shots instead of 3. If it took like 3 is like for like these characters like him, Painter, Electrician. That's why I don't rank him up as top because he just the 3 extra damage makes it so it takes an extra hit. But the splash damage is I think is better than Electrician in a way. He does 25 splash, so he does only 10 with splash. Uh, if you're better, he's just better Electrician in some ways, but Electrician still is I think is better by a good amount. Plumber I think is still good, but the extra shot makes him not as good because it makes a big difference when you're actually in fights. But the splash is pretty nice to abuse, to be honest. Also he doesn't have good range. Landscaper. Say he's right here, or even above Skytrooper. Actually, even above Painter, to be honest. Like right here, I'd say. Yeah, right there, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, I do think he's above Commander Corn. Stupid high DPS. So he just spams 33 shots. His accuracy is actually really bad. That's the only issue. You kind of have to barrel stuff with him. But once you do land the shots, it just rapid 33 damage. I think it's like 13 splash or something. So splash is like decent because you kind of abuse it, or like 10 splash. I don't know how much the splash is, but the direct is really nice if you can hit a lot of your directs. So you just have to. The accuracy is just kind of RNG to aim with though. That's the issue with him. Sanitation's just better stock, I think. Actually, I'm gonna move him above Sunfaro, to be honest. Uh, I think he's just better stock. I don't know. I think this is the only one I think is better. Actually, I'm gonna move. I don't know, man. They're all about the same. All 4 of these are about the same. You can't really compare Sunflower to the rest of these 3. Sanitation does 1 less body shot damage than stock does. 1 less, but he also has the toxic damage, so you're basically doing 4 more. So no, 3 extra damage in total. So he does 3 more damage than Ray Genji, but he also has a different projectile. And I think the splash is a little bit different. Don't know what exactly is different about the splash, but his projectile is different, but he does more damage. So if you can get used to him, I think he's just a better character, to be honest. Yeah, he's just good, really good character. I hate Rody. I think Rody Z is my least favorite character in the whole game, but I have to rank him high. I just because I hate him so much, I'm not gonna rank him A. But I'm gonna rank him high B, because he can actually kill people. But I hate him so much and I despise him that I'm not gonna rank him A. People are gonna at me for that one, but I don't care. AC Perry, ugh, worst, like one of the worst zombies. I think he's like down here. He can't get anything done. Worst zombie in the game, right next to Breakfast Brains. He does 7 direct. You can kind of do splash damage to freeze him, and you can also use stun to freeze him, like stun then freeze. But it takes so long to kill someone, and his accuracy is really bad. His shots are weird. He used to be good though. Shrimp. Shrimp is A. I think Shrimp is right there. Best mech in the game. He just laser people down. He doesn't have the best DPS, but his accuracy is really good and really helpful. Because I don't really play imps as like getting really close. You can play him a little bit far a ranger, so you're like, you're more safer as an imp. Even though you're still an imp, so you're still 75 HP, so you can easily die. But you still have good mobility. The mech is OP. Still have gravity grenades, so he's a good character. Super underrated character. I don't think imp is bad at all. I think he's good. He's a good character. Oh boy. Okay. Here's the part where a lot of people are going to disagree. First of all, Astro, rank him right here. I think he's the best zombie in the game. You can play it like any range. He melts and he can heal himself too, and he has good accuracy. Paleo, I'm gonna put him A. You spam out fire. Yeah, you can just spam out fire doing 15 damage. Basically hits. Can also a splash. 40 damage close range if you have to use close range. He's good character, very good. Second best scientist in the game. Now I'm gonna rank reg scientist and computer in A tier. I don't think computer's S tier. I don't care. I also think reg scientist is better than I think reg scientist is better than computer by a good amount. Does like how much? 27 more damage, which is great margin. I mean, I think he reloads way faster. He's good. I even have to put. I have to put him here too. I'm also gonna put physicist like high A, like right here, cause physicist does like way less damage. I think he's definitely up here. Physicist is pretty underrated to be honest. I also do like his range is pretty nice. Slightly worse computer scientist, so I have to put him there because he's definitely better than the rest. One of the worst zombies in the game is Doctor Toxic. I'm gonna have to put him like right here to be honest. Yeah, he's even down here. I'm gonna put him right there just because he has good revive. He also can heal. Just because of that, I'm putting him up here. Good support options. Don't think he's better than these two characters though. Let's see. Chemist. Chemist goes. Chemist goes like right here, I'd say. Also, I'm putting him right here. Right there. Something like that. Archaeologist. Chemist, I don't really need to explain why he's bad. He's just good. Just kill at close range, better radius. I think archaeologist is like right here. Even right there to be honest. Archaeologist is he's actually really underrated. I think he's like the third worst scientist, but he's still like good. He's still a good character. Uh, he is a good range, good close range DPS, good range DPS. His range is actually really useful to heal. Any range scientist is just good because you can heal yourself and be really safe. And if they get close to you, you can just do close range damage too. I think it's a good character to be honest. I don't think he's bad. Zoologist, zoologist is like also I'm gonna rank that and that. Okay, yeah, zoologist is just good. You just melt at close range. He has no far range things, but you can like heal ball jump to get to people. He has good mobility because you have warps too, and you have good healing, so you can kind of just win a fight and then heal yourself, or heal before a fight, etc. Z7. I don't want to rank him S, but I think I have to. Yeah, I think we're rank him like bottom S. I think everyone. I don't really need. I'm not gonna explain Z7. I think you just know why Z7 is good. All Stars. Reg All Star is just a good character. From right there. Good DPS, good health, good abilities. Dummy Shield super underrated. If you think he's bad, you don't know how to play him. It's good. I think he's good 100%. Cricket. I'm gonna put Cricket in like right here. Cricket's not good. Cricket's like really not good. I hate playing cricket. Yeah, bad DPS, fire damage is okay. You kind of just spam fire. You have a lot of HP. Don't need to explain him. Hockey, I'm gonna put him like right there. I'd say. I think hockey's better because the freeze mechanic and projectile is way easier to use. Even that, I don't even know. I feel like it's gonna be right here. Baseball, I think baseball is like right here. I'm even gonna do that to be honest. I really don't think Torch was as good. Hockey, right here. These two are about the same. I think Hockey is the best All-Star. He has really good accuracy, good damage, good everything, just all around good. I think he's a little bit better than Reg. Reg's about the same though. Rugby, I think Rugby is about to be like right here. Uh, Actually, I think I'm gonna keep putting this guy up, dude. I don't care. I think I'm gonna keep doing it, and I don't care. He kind of shreds, to be honest. I'm even gonna put him above baseball in my opinion. I think rugby is the most underrated All Star. I think it's like 16 direct and like 13 splash, like 8 splash, 16 direct. Uh, I think it's 16 headshot, 13 body, something like that. It's really good though. He's a good character. He's good DPS. The damage adds up really quickly because people underrate how much the rate of fire he shoots at. And he can also be a splash too. I think he's good, and he also has good abilities. Yeah. Wrestling. I'm gonna put wrestling like right here. Really bad DPS unless they're close range. Close range he kind of melts. I'm also gonna put Motor X like right next to him too, but like slightly above him. I think I'm gonna put him above him. I think I'm gonna put these two are about the same. I really don't care what people say. These two are about the same. I can't decide which one's better, which one's worse. They're kind of in their own ways. Golf Star, third best All Star. Oh, it's glitched out. I put him right here. Really good accuracy. Really good. Like he can play really far range. He's better DPS than hockey. Actually, people don't know that. He can shoot for a decent amount of time. He's shreds of damage. Good, yeah, as I said, good accuracy, good everything. Uh, I don't really know much about tennis, but I don't think tennis is good. I'll rank him right here, to be honest. Tennis has surprisingly good TPS. So you kind of just barrel stuff with him. Otherwise, his accuracy is really bad. He's just really clunky to use, and he overheats quickly, so you can't really rank up the DPS. Party Imp. Imperfect, no, he's not S tier. I think he's like around, like right here. He's just a better stock imp. He could even be like up here, to be honest. Yeah, I'll rank him right there. I'm getting close to done. Hover Goat. I think Hover Goat, A tier. Good character. Good support. This is what support should be. You have buff beam. You could make people's damage higher. You have good speed, really good mobility. His strafing is really good. His damage is really good. All of his abilities are decent, or really good actually. His abilities are amazing. The beam you can just laser people with. The strafing, just people do not know how to counter strafe. You can just strafe him really hard and you win. Scallywag. I don't know what I think about Scallywag, but I do think he's like right here. Scallywag's really good actually. His mech is meh, one of the worst mechs, but he's not. It's still a mech. It's still good. Kind of use your scattergun to be honest with your mech a lot. Uh, you can get a lot of damage reduction and speed boost just by getting 3 kills. It doesn't last as long, but you get damage reduction, speed boost. You don't get damage buff though, but it's still without the damage buff, it's still really good because you get super speed with Imp, which is busted on its own, plus damage. So you're pretty no, not plus damage, plus damage reduction. So you're basically invincible. You kind of just run around. People can't really die unless you die like beam bombs and stuff. And you just play like a scientist. You get in their face. You're kind of stealthy. You can jump around them. Good character, really underrated. I think a lot of people know he's underrated. Cosmic Brains. I think a lot of people know where I'm going to put him. I think Cosmic Brains is not that good of a character. He kind of sucks. DPS is really bad close range. He doesn't really know to do much. Psych, I think he's actually good. People do not know how to play him. I think if you get your charge shots really well, he's still a super range. I think all super range are just not meta and they're not really good. You can play him really well with the charge shots. If you can get some good charges, he has good damage. The kind of relies on lag, but the game is really laggy, so you can do really well with him. His beam is really good too. 11 damage, I think 10 damage beam. Don't even spam one charge shots. Just do second charge shot. Second charge is just better than spamming one charge because you'll do more damage. But you kind of want to get a direct shot first before you do any of that. You have to get a full charge shot on them. And he's really good. I don't see why people hate him. He's good. And I think this is what my tier list is. Obviously, there's some things I'm gonna like change around here, or like I'm gonna like think differently later on in the future. But overall, I think this is around my opinions on stuff. Uh, yeah, I think this is overall what I think of characters. Definitely not 100% correct on what I think, but it's around what I think. Around equal. Yeah, just tell me in the comments like what you think and stuff. Like subscribe, like everything. Yeah, do all that shenanigans. Just tell me what you think about this. I think this is around accurate, or what. Just tell me if you agree, what you disagree. I want to hear what you think. So yeah.